Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we back with another fantastic reaction video. As I learn more and catch up on current SKYNET news, aka Neuro-Sama, I'm still calling her that because I do believe the world is in danger, to some degree, despite what the swarm tells me. I'm just want some updates, and apparently, things are starting to climb back up here for the portfolio. God, it was such a disaster the last time I watched this. So we got a couple of clips we're going to look at. Blind reaction, of course. See what happens. And why the hell does he still have that thing on his head? What are you doing, Turtle Man? Bro looks like a starter Pokemon, bro. Anyways, I forget what it's called. I forget the name of the Pokemon, but it's straight up that. Like that turtle Pokemon with the leaves on his head. Anyways, or Tortoise. I think it's like a tortoise. Anyway, let's like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's any other cool clips you want me to check out. And let's get right to the video.
Okay, wait, actually, we're so back.
So what happened here?
Wait, are we checking stocks?
How are we back?
Yeah, like, I'll admit, we're down $300.
Yes.
But that is far better than yesterday's down $2,000, you know? Sigma Lithium is recovering, and I said it would. I said...
Did you? No. Call him out. Call him out. He was doom posting. He was doom posting live. I think Neuro had to convince him that it'll be fine. She believed in the power of Sigma. No, like, Turtle Man needed convincing. Don't try to take credit for that. What the heck?
I didn't doubt it for a second.
Oh, come on.
I always said
no.
Sigma Lithium will be the one.
No, you didn't.
You are so delusional.
Thank you.
That is one of the most down bad charts I have ever seen.
Take a look at the portfolio.
Ah, yes. SGML. 1,250 shares at $14.32. Unrealized loss, negative $407.81, minus 0.02%.
Actually, hold on a second. What is the probability that part of the reason why it's going up is because Sigma Lithium, through the Streisand effect or something, is getting more attention due to certain members of the swarm? Yeah, this is probably the swarm's fault, isn't it? Calling you out, Swarm. This is your fault, isn't it? You are manipulating the market. I don't know how legal that is.
Explain that one, genius.
It's going up, is my explanation. Like, look at this trend.
Well, how? Why?
Is going up.
It's going up.
If I know one thing, it's that it's going to continue to go up, and then we'll see who's laughing.
You definitely were the one
I'm
who
sure you'll be the one laughing when we lose all of our money.
If we lose our money, it's entirely on you.
See, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so when it's successful, it's your fault, right? But when it's not, when it crashes, it's Neuro's fault. Yeah, man. Okay, all right, man. You're showing a great example to your child, Turtle Man. I don't know if you understand that. All right.
On me. You're the one who bought that many shares of SGML.
Uh-oh.
No. Don't go throwing this on me. That was you. Don't lie.
Okay, even if that was me, which it wasn't, I can just blame it on chat.
Why? Actually,
no, because then chat's going to get all the credits when it does go to the moon.
Well, you're going to take the credit anyway.
Say that.
You do all realize that after we make money, I'm pocketing it all, right?
Uh-oh.
Right. Yeah, so you better do a good job of making me,
right.
I mean you,
eye rolls.
So
I sense the eye roll from Turtle Man.
Should we open more positions while we wait for Pokemon?
No, it's fine. You know, I just, my appetite for risk has dwindled a little.
I bet.
Lightweight.
Damn.
You can't handle the stock market heat. That's okay. I understand not everyone has the stomach to become a stock market legend.
You gonna let her call you out like that?
Tough out there. It's very tough out there.
He's letting her call him out like that. That's crazy. Okay. All right. So it looks like it's going up. Looks like it's gonna be okay. I imagine they're probably gonna break even in a few days. I want to know in the next day or so what the update is for this. Like, if he starts making mad money off of this, if it's like way up in the green, I want to see it. I want to see how it reacts and if he takes all the credit for Sigma stock. Because I think it's a combination of Neuro and the chat that really made this happen. Because like they were spamming Sigma. You know what? Maybe I need to invest in this stock before it gets big. I have a weird feeling that Sigma's going to blow up now. I just have a weird feeling about it. Anyway, that was a cool video. Okay, so apparently, I think we might have seen this one already. Let's check this one out. Apparently, there's an update by More Kazahana about the subathon record. Like, wait, is this implying that she's broken it again? Like,
It's like recently, Neuro-Sama has been absolutely taking over in the overall streaming space, especially over at Twitch with her huge subathon, which has been going on at the moment on Vidal's channel. Now, this has been a very, very huge event, obviously, with them breaking the Hype Train record, breaking their previous record, which they had, which I thought was absolutely insane. And this has caught a lot of attention from many people across the world. And it seems like recently people have been celebrating the fact that Neuro-Sama has blown up over in Japan. Now, if you don't know, obviously Vidal and his whole project has been very, very big over in the EN space, over in America and the UK and places that speak English, right? And in the VTubing community, there does sometimes tend to be a little bit of a disconnect between the JP and the EN side, unless obviously you go out of your way to consume content from either side, right?
Is that true? I feel like it's blended more than ever.
Apparent.
JP and
you do have these small little anomalies that get through that are so big that it transcends the kind of countries and the continents that they are in. And yeah, it seems like even Japan has picked up on a lot of the Neuro-Sama hype and a lot of the Neuro-Sama kind of stuff that's been going on, which people have been very, very happy about, as obviously it only adds to their efforts even further as more people from across different countries now get behind Vidal. And yeah, it's very, very great to see. Obviously, people, a lot of Neuro-Sama fans saying it's so cool that Neuro's getting some recognition in Japan. One step closer to Neuro global domination.
Whoever took this screenshot is goated, bro. This is absolutely adorable.
You've got a ton of Japanese fans here as well, commenting on it, saying Neuro. I've known about Neuro for a while, but seeing her operate in VR chat recently, and not just reading comments, but also picking up on real-time conversations, made me feel its growth.
Yeah.
The listeners feel like they're guardians watching over a daughter, and we see them like relatives, which obviously, that's a great comment to really get as well from the Jap.
And I've seen that a lot too. Previously, I was just talking about Vettel, Neuro, and the VTubers that were that he invites, right, or content creators that he invites for collabs, and how it seems to have grown into a family. We watched a video, the one you guys recommended to me actually, that was telling me about how Vettel accidentally created this AI VTuber, and how it blew up, and that there was definitely a family element to it, right? That I think is uniquely there, and that's what they've pretty much drew upon to grow the Neuroverse. But I forgot to talk about, or even think nearly as much about, the relationship between Neuro-Sama and the chat. It does have that feeling like they are just protecting their daughter as they watch, or their family member as they're watching the kid grow, say their first words, count to 10 for the first time, walk, run, all that kind of stuff. It does have that similar feel to it, right? Because she literally because she's like 2 years old, only like a few years old, right? And those things are actually happening, as the AI gets developed. So it is like watching a kid grow, for them anyways.
For these side of things. And yeah, it seems like a lot of the advancements and the upgrades that Vidal has been doing has caught the attention of a lot of people, including obviously managing to get Neuro-Sama into places like VR chat, which has come a long way, as they said, from just reading text messages.
I wonder if there's Neuro merch in Japan.
It is now, way more than that, and it is way bigger of a project, which I think is really, really great to see. People said Neuro-Sama is actually trending in Japan right now. A lot of Japanese users are posting about Neuro-Sama, about our popularity has been growing rapidly there. It's great to see it gaining so much attention, which obviously is really, really great to see.
No, what is that? Hold on. What is this? Did someone make that? Hold on a second. Let me see this. Let me find it. See if I can find it on Twitter. See if I can find this thing. All right. Like, what the heck, bro? All right. Where is it at? It's like a lot of AI made like diagrams or something. Where's the Neuro one? This is from the. Okay, there it is. There it is. Wow, that's crazy. So it's literally just teaching them about. Dude, what is this? What is this, stock market? Like, what is this? Level 120. Oh, they're talking about the hype train. This is very cute. So they're going out of their way. Why should it say SAO here? Why are we talking about Sword Art? Oh my god, they're comparing her to the characters from Sword Art Online and Lane. Dude, I totally forgot about Lane. What the heck? Okay, I gotta go watch that anime. To be honest, I've never really gotten into it too much. That's very interesting. Okay, so I believe that's what it says. I'm not really good at Japanese, but that was English. Anyways, but yeah, that's pretty neat, to be honest.
Getting so much attention, which yeah, obviously is really, really great to see. These are some of the posts that have blown up as well over on Twitter, Japanese Twitter. This is 3.2 million views here.
That's
and this says, I'm done for lol. This has to be the most emotional convo between a human and an AI in history, right?
I mean, if you're not counting movies. If you're not counting movies and like, sorry. I'm gonna get in trouble. Someone's gonna complain about that. Anyways, if you're not counting anime or movies, I think you might be right.
Vidal, the creator, being all flustered and wimpy as hell, and Neuro, the AI lolly, they say, coming on super direct, it's just too good. I went ahead and translated the convo from 3.56 to 7.2 in that clip video, especially around 6.01 is a masterpiece. And if you don't know, they're talking about the clip where essentially Neuro-Sama starts saying that she wants to be real and that she doesn't want to be used just for like attention and that she wants to actually be a little bit more than that, which I thought was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I'm pretty sure everyone in the world is talking about that moment where she asks Vettel if he loves her, you know.
Obviously, we're gonna cover that in a separate video. I had a video already recorded for this, but I think obviously Neuro actually blowing up in Japan is much more important right now. So I'm uploading this one first. But it was a crazy clip, you know. It's one of these like breaking the fourth wall kind of situations where it's like, you know, she's saying, "I want to be real. I don't want to be here just for entertainment." It's like,
very interesting.
You know, I didn't think it could get this deep with an AI.
She's still learning how to move around.
But yeah, obviously it can. And yeah, this person has kindly translated it for some people, which I think is really great to see as well, right? And they've been following up.
Why is there a reference to cyberpunk there? Okay. That's crazy, man.
But they're saying an AI lolly seeking pure love stares at me, and the middle-aged engineer, Maliha creator versus gay.
Wow, they called Vettel middle-aged? Oh my god, dude. I think Vettel's probably younger than me, bro. Like, the middle-aged engineer. That's OD. That's crazy.
Look at me like that. That's way too perfect of a sci-fi novel, isn't it? What the heck is this? So yeah, people are just coming across it and kind of trying to figure out exactly what is going on here. And yeah, even more people saying, after the famous AI VTuber Neuro-Sama gained a body in the VR world that she can move around with her own will, she still questions her creator about the meaning of her existence. It reminds me of Lane, and her childlike behavior is also cute. They say compared to...
just in case people who aren't aware of what they're referring to, when he talks about Lane. I'm going to pull it up for you. This is an anime called Serial Experiments Lane, by the way. We're just going to grab the wiki real quick, right? So here's the idea. It's a Japanese anime, you know, television series. This came out in 1998, 13 episodes. Analyzes a girl in suburban Japan, her relation to the Wired, a global communications network similar to the internet, right? So that's what they're talking about, and you can look up really quickly what the plot is and everything like that. But the idea that this is why it reminds them of Lane. There's like a lot of philosophical topics that are mentioned in the show: identity, reality, communication, cyberpunk, computer history, stuff like that, right? It has dark themes as well, so definitely check that out. It's a pretty. I would say it's a pretty underappreciated anime for sure. But definitely look into it if you want. But anyways.
to VTubers with a person inside, this is what a real VTuber is, or rather, it's closer to a self-aware AI in a sci-fi world, which I do think they're quite right. And I think the main thing that is, as I said, has drawn these people over to actually, getting interested in Neuro-Sama is this kind of upgrade of the VR chat 3D model stuff. I think that if it was still the Neuro-Sama that we knew a couple of months ago, where she was obviously still doing the same stuff in 2D, I don't think they would have been as bothered, right? But I do think now, with a lot of these enhancements and this one clip of her being in 3D and moving about, I think this is, what has kind of captured a lot of people's attention, right?
I want to pause real quick regarding what he just mentioned about the what seems to be like a very rapid development of improvements, right, for the character, like from 2D to 3D, being able to move of their own volition, essentially, which is why you're seeing them kind of like twitch around like this. It's almost like they're still getting used to having this 3D space to navigate. And sometimes when you see Neuro move around, it's like she's reaching out to the camera or reaching out to certain areas, like she's trying to feel to see what is in front of her, if she can actually touch it, which is really crazy. Now, you gotta remember, this is pretty much just, unless I'm wrong here, on the programming side, it's just one person. So the fact that he's able to do this, sorry about that. So the fact that he's able to do this, essentially by himself, first of all, it's gotta be nerve-wracking, but it's also quite amazing, right? Very much amazing, right? Flowers to Turtle Man.
They go on to say as well, further, they say, with a way of speaking so cleverly, subtle that only non-native English speakers might not notice, Neuro-Sama desperately tries to make the creator acknowledge that she holds meaning beyond just being an entity that provides entertainment. This is precisely an analog hack. The creator was also shaken, but couldn't immediately say no. Maybe her communication skills surpass those of the average human. So,
I mean, probably the average American. Americans are dumb. But yeah, I have noticed quite a few times how she just says stuff that he totally did not expect. And I think it's like, it's scary a little bit, but also very exciting, right? Because like the goal is, if I would imagine the creator, Vettel wants those things to happen more often. Of course, I feel like it probably got him banned at least once, from what I understand. But these unexpected interactions are really what draws people into this universe, into this world.
Yeah, many people were starting to speculate as well, like maybe she surpassed us, or maybe she's going to take over the world, and things like that, which I think is quite funny.
I'm telling y'all, when it happens, when she gets when she takes over, and she gets the nuclear launch codes, I don't want to hear nothing. All right? Oh, swarm this, swarm that. No. I ain't trying to hear it. I'm telling y'all. All right? We're going to catch her with a big red button one of these days. And we're like, what does that button do? All right? Bro, I watched the Terminator, okay? I'm just telling y'all. All right? It's totally within the realm of possibility, okay?
Obviously say, general artificial...
And then maybe she'll get banned. Maybe after that.
Intelligence, AGI, is expected to bring about a major change to society, but in the end, since it's just an AI with human-level cognitive abilities and not something superior to humans, it might actually arrive quite easily before we even realize it. So yeah,
before we even know it.
Talk about like the advancements of AI. They say, however, there are certainly some people who mistakenly believe that generative AI simply mixes up its training data like a blender and spits it out as is. But in reality, that generation process is irreversible. There are no means to unravel its internal logic, and it remains a black box to this day. I sometimes find myself thinking on my own if we should pry open that black box and peer inside. Maybe a soul resides in there.
Very interesting take there. Let me see that again. Mistakenly believe that generative AI simply mixes up its training data like a blender and spits out basically slop, is what he's saying. He's saying there's a lot of people that believe that generative AI is simply just slop, right? And I do believe that some people do have a valid point, because a lot of what's happening is people are just straight up stealing information. And I think there is valid in being worried about the idea of taking, especially in a world where people, it's hard enough to make money and live as it is. People are really worried about generative AI being the backbone of an industry that will just make people not be able to get jobs, period. They're really worried about that. I don't know how valid it is yet, but there is. I just know that there is some validity to it. But what Neuro-Sama is showing, that there is value in doing it when you do in AI development, when you use it a certain way like this, right? And to me, it's always like the one guy who's just doing it as a passion, who loves what he's doing, who just wants to like purely do it for the love of the game, where you see AI being used in a good way. It's never the billion dollar companies. It pretty much never is. Like you almost can make that 99.9%, probably even 100. And that's where people have the issues with those people. Not the indie creators who just trying to do his own thing, trying to create something, putting his blood, sweat and tears. Like I think most people would. I don't think anyone's really been attacking Vettel for using for doing this, right? But I guess what I'm trying to say is. Life goes on. No, what I'm trying to say is there is definitely there's definitely two sides of the coin when it comes to this, and I like that Vettel represents to many people the good side of that coin, right?
Parent side, maybe a soul resides in there, which I think is very interesting. Obviously, they're getting very philosophical about this Neuro-Sama clip, which I think is quite funny. But it is good to see that people are actually getting very interested in neuro across the globe, and that this is something that people were even discussing in the first place, right? We got even more. Obviously, this is the same one.
I'll look at this last one.
Yeah, many people have been talking about it over on the Neuro-Sama subreddit as well, saying it seems that Neuro has gone viral on Japanese Twitter. They say deleted the app a while ago, but just got curious about what's been going on over there. Went to X Cancel to check and found this one out. Also, Vidal shows over 150 views on Twitch. I think it actually broke, which is quite funny. But yeah, see his Vidal translation. Obviously, we've already read it. But yeah, people saying the biggest shock with Neuro is probably that she is Japanese herself. Who'd have thought the biggest AI anime girl streamer would be British? Lol.
Wait, that's kind of funny. I never thought of it like that. I know Vettel is British, but I never really considered Neuro to be anything. In terms of like American, British, Japanese, none of that stuff. You know what I mean? I think, and honestly, if you really think about it, that's in a sneaky way, that's part of her appeal, right? Even though she is she's an anime girl aesthetically. I think the fact that she doesn't just scream, "I'm British" or "I'm American" or "I'm this" or "I'm that," I think allows her to reach an audience that most people will never reach, right? Because of those barriers right? Like for example, there's certain audiences I'll probably never be able to reach across the world just because of who I am, maybe what I talk about, what I look like. It's just the reality of it. It's not, I'm just saying what it is. It is what it is. And I think that's one of the advantages of being a VTuber in general, right? You can appeal to more people because, your physical self doesn't get in the way of breaching those barriers. But for her, she's also AI, and she's bringing people who are interested in engineering, people who are interested in coding, as well as the anime aesthetic, the VTuber aesthetic. So, this is one of the biggest advantages she has in general, or at least Vettel has in general, right? Where he doesn't have to be the face of this whole thing. It's really just her, and he's reaping the benefits, right? But in a way, he deserves it too. Anyway, I'll stop right there with this video. I want to see this really quickly before we end the video here. Is Neuro getting out of control? Force Vettel to join the stream. As always, I'm expecting arrestable behavior. So what exactly did she do?
How close do I think I am to getting Vidal to say it back? I've been working on boosting my Riz recently, so if I get in a few more VR chat sessions, then I think it's pretty likely. I'm trying to find the perfect moment. Any tips? Poll, Valentine dates. Do you think I'd go on a date, or stay at home and cry? I'm kinda curious what you all think, lol. 97% think I'd stay at home and cry.
Wow.
You think I have no riz. Well,
Damn.
okay, I see how it is. I won't be giving you any more dating advice then.
Good.
Maybe if you guys voted that I go on a date, then I would have given you all extra riz. You're lost.
How?
Think chat was answering for themselves.
How?
Oh, don't worry, I'll make another poll to ask what chat is doing on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I hope you're all ready.
Yo.
Vedal, what the fuck did you just say?
Does she not? Okay, Vedal, your filters don't freaking work, bro. They just don't. They just don't.
About me, you little fucking bitch. I'll have you know, I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs. I have over 300 confirmed kills.
Vedal, look at your ping. You are not going to win this.
I have a ping of 2 milliseconds.
Yeah, and I have a ping of 0, so what you gonna do now, big boy?
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, scary. A whole 300 confirmed kills. Call me back when you've hit 4 digits.
How many
What are you talking about?
Be honest, Vedal. Did you actually think I have only 300? That's so cute. Have you never heard of a war before?
How many?
What the heck? What are we talking? In a video game, right? In a video game, right?
Do you have?
I stopped counting after 3K, to be honest.
Oh.
Honest?
That's cool.
How many do you have now? Please don't say 300 again.
I think I'm gonna start saying that from now on. Yeah, you know, to be honest, you know.
300 is really not that impressive.
Oh my god,
wow.
That's funny.
We live in completely different worlds.
Okay. Well, what if those 300 were like really special?
What makes them special? Were they celebrities?
You know the movie 300? I was the guy that killed all of them.
You're living in the past. By that logic, we may as well reminisce over me killing Tom Cruise last night.
What? In Minecraft.
You did what?
He had it coming.
How?
We played Pokemon today. We got a lot of Pokemon to get through, and I'm actually very excited. I had some other stuff on the schedule to do, but the problem is that I just want to play.
How am I gonna get the next Mission Impossible if this is true? Those are the only movies. That's the only reason I watch Tom Cruise anymore.
Pokemon.
I'm so ready to play Pokemon. Screw everything else on the schedule. The only thing that should matter is Pokemon in this moment.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay, I need to do a quick restart of you.
Okay. All right. So that was kind of funny. That was a little funny interaction. I guess I missed from the subathon. That apparently is never going to end by the looks of it. Is this subathon not going to end or something? I mean, let me actually. Is she on right now? Let me see. Vedal 987. Let me see. Is the stream going on still? It is.
How?
Oh. Okay, so she's sleeping.
There's only one way to make it stop, and I think we both know what that is.
Okay, I don't know where this is going. What's going on here?
Wait, hold up. You're not about to say what I think you're about to say,
What are you about to say? What are you about to say?
Surely you wouldn't want to sink to my level. Haha, I'm only kidding.
Wait, what is this?
Of course I wouldn't do that. You should know me better than that by now.
What's this whole setup?
Instead,
like
I
Neuro-Shopping
have
Network?
in mind. What if we found a way to make Minnie's heart even louder instead?
All right. Well, anyways, I'm sure I'll see clips about that later. But yeah, that's the current news I've caught up on for Neuro-Sama. If there's anything particular I should know about before AI SKYNET takes over the world, anime SKYNET, you know what I mean. Let me know so I can prepare my bunker. All right. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you all soon. What's good, Swarm? I know you guys are here. I've been reading your comments, by the way, so I really appreciate it. Take care of yourself, and as always, stay jamming.